Alright guys, today I'm going to do a few upgrades and mods, not really mods, but upgrades, things that to me that make life a little easier as far as towing goes. One thing that I've done already, because this camper has two sewer drains on it, I have to carry a lot of hoses. So, you know, I have to have two hoses to kind of come down to where I can have my Y for my sewer pipe and then they go out. So I tried shoving all the hose in the bumper, and it didn't really, it was just, I had too much hose. My hose was too long. And so Valerie had actually showed this to me, and you can use these things for like fishing poles or whatever, but I got one of these on Amazon and I put it on, and this was really the best place I could put it without messing with this gas line very much. It runs back to the furnace and to the hot water heater, so that was the best place for it, and it's out of the way there. And so that's where I put my additional sewer hose. So that was kind of something that I felt like I wanted to get on, just so, you know, a little more storage. I don't have the motorhome basement like I used to. A couple of things that I'm going to do is I'm going to put tire pressure sensors on the camper. That way, if one gets hot or if one blows out or the tire pressure rises really quick, we'll know it in the cab, you know, maybe from tearing up the underbelly or the fenders off of the camper as well. And then my last project, and I'm going to show you these as I do. I've got two more projects, sorry. I've never done this before, so we're going to learn as we go. But this is already pre-wired for a Furrion backup cam, so I am going to change that. And then my last project, which I've done this before, but I had to buy me a new one. So I bought me a new pressure washer, and because I wore out my other pressure washer. And so I bought this little guy. Also got this on Amazon. Now one thing I do think is kind of neat about this pressure washer is that it actually comes with a foam cannon. But I have a feeling I'm probably going to use the one that I've had for a long time. So this one's kind of dirty. We got it out the other day right after rain and it got mud all over everything. So it's going to get cleaned up. We've had a few projects to do with it here while it's been home. And so we're going to finish those up today. It's going to be 100 degrees all week. So I'll probably take this and put it back inside. Get it out of the glaring sun, if you will. We're going to learn some stuff together. Should all be pretty simple. Maybe it won't be. We'll give it a good college try. So this is a Furrion camera that I bought. Again, I bought it because it was pretty much had the smallest 4.inch through screen, and I think I may end up upgrading my marker lights on the side of the camper. I'll show you these here. Not 100% sure if I'm going to do it yet. We've got a longer trip coming up, but Furrion makes a replacement for these. Well, that gives you like your side view. Alright, so this says easy installation within 15 minutes. Contact your dealer. But it looks like I just got 4 screws to hold this thing on. I think this is just like a dust cover. We'll see if this is as easy as 15 minutes. I actually think it probably is. I think there's a plug behind there. Oh, look at that. It actually ain't lying to me. It is going to be pretty easy. So the camera just goes right back because I bought a Furrion that plugs in here. And it'll mount right back there. So let me go grab it real quick and I'll be right back. So this has a handy dandy little plug. Plugs right in this thing here. Plugs in like that. You can see it there, and then it should just mount right back up in the holes that it was in. So I guess it is less than 15 minutes to install it. It comes with screws to do this, but I'm just using the original screws that was in this thing. And that is how you do this part of the camera. Super simple. And that will let me see what's behind me going down the road, so that's going to be nice. So the reason I went with the Furrion, it has a smaller screen than a lot of the bigger ones you see. And it comes with this little suction cup deal that snaps together. So I'm gonna mount that in like the front, like right in front of the driver's side, but kind of like down on the lower dash, and that will let me run the AC adapter. Kind of long and kind of cleaned up where I don't like a lot of cable showing in my truck. I'm not going to show you guys me like mounting this in because you can do it however you want, but once I get it in, we'll turn it on and then get it synced up, and we'll kind of show you through the setup screen on how that works. And so you have to run the lights to see that, for the camera to activate. But I went with the Furrion one because I wanted a smaller screen. Now there's cheaper ones out there, but they had a bigger screen, and I don't like a ton of stuff on my dash. And so it's where I can see it, but it's not like taking up too much room where it's like impeding my vision, if you will. Really like the Furrion. It says you can install it in 15 minutes, and honestly, that's pretty accurate. All right, another thing that we added, and the link will be in the description below. So my father-in-law Mike told me about this. He uses these on his camper. He's had them for a long time, and my truck will actually read the tire. This is a tire pressure monitoring system. And my truck will actually read it if you have the GM ones put in. Those things are like $70 a piece with 4 tires. You know, it's quite a bit expensive, and this was a lot cheaper to do. So, and it works with any vehicle. Real easy to install. I mean, it's super simple, like a 10-minute job. These little things screw on to the end of your valve stem, and it has a little brass jam nut that goes behind it. You can kind of see it. You see it, Val? And that jams on there, holds them tight. Now, one thing when you put these on, get you some soapy water or like some Windex and spray them down. Make sure they're not bubbling so they don't leak. So all four, and they're labeled right front, right rear. See the little that way you know which one's which. This is like a 5-minute job. And then you got this little handy dandy monitor. Yes, I said handy dandy. That sits on your dash, and it gives you your tire pressure, all your tire pressure and your temp, and it will alert you if it goes over. And it's solar charged, so once you charge your battery, you're good to go and you don't have to mess with it. Occasionally, like when we don't go camping for a while, I will have to charge it before we get going, but then the solar charger keeps up with it from there. Little bitty, those are pretty inexpensive things to add to your truck. You know, make sure that you don't have issues, kind of keep up with your stuff. That blowout always kind of is one of my biggest fears when we're traveling. You know, the less road trouble we have, the better. So comment below if you've ever used these, if they've helped you. Let me know if you got them. This came recommended from my father-in-law. He said he's had it for a long time. But if you got one, let us know if it's saved your bacon out on the road. If it's just like to hear your feedback on it as well. The Furrion stuff, you know, I'm pretty the same. You know, if you got one, you like it or whatnot, let me know as well. It seems like it's going to be pretty simple little things that make driving less stressful for me. All right, so this day has drug out forever, but I had that Sanjo press washer that I had. I bought it several years ago on Amazon. It finally gave up the ghost. I mean, I used the crap out of that thing, and it was a much better pressure washer than I thought it would be. And so I needed a new one because we bought a camper and I wanted to be able to wash a camper. There's no good place to do it. I need to wash it at home and use my foam cannon. So I bought this little guy. I bought him on Amazon, and it's little. And I didn't want a big pressure washer because I'm not doing like heavy duty stuff. And our garage is like plumb full of stuff. So this is just a little, I believe it's a Sanjo as well, but I'll put the link in the description. And I like it because like the little handle goes down, it gets out of your way. And to run the foam cannon and to like do a little high pressure water, it's perfect. One thing I did do on this house, on this house when we moved in, we had a water softener put in. And I was very specific that I wanted that spigot over there that this is hooked to give us soft water. because now when I wash my camper, the water doesn't leave water stains like you would on a hard water type place. So I was pretty particular when I put that in that I wanted it done. So I should just have to squeegee off with my California squeegee off the windows on this one, and I'm really done. So I've got it down pretty simple here. I'm not going to bore you with washing all three sides. You kind of get the idea. You've seen there's another foam cannon video. We'll put a link to the description below if you're interested in it. But that's pretty much how I maintenance to keep up with the camper. I always like to keep my camper clean, just for simple fact that it seems like once you get behind on them, it's hard to get caught back up. I'm gonna wash the other three sides, wash my truck, and then probably jump in the pool. So hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or comments, just let us know. Hope everyone's doing well, and we'll see you on the next adventure.